welcome to SAICA's second annual Climate Conference. We are so excited to be here at the gorgeous Sandton Convention Centre. Unbelievable panelists lined up for today. Key topics such as sustainability disclosure, carbon credits, leadership, ethics, and applying one's mind to the climate change crisis that the world faces. And here is SAICA taking the lead in sustainability and climate change together in 2024.
I'm here today at the SAICA conference to learn about sustainability because I feel like sustainability is the buzzing word everywhere. We are affected in one way or another. So as a lecturer from University of Johannesburg, we also touch on sustainability where we're trying to bring our students to the attention to say, what is sustainability? Why is it key? So today I'm hoping to learn to say, how do we incorporate this sustainability? What it is, especially climate change.
We had a great discussion around sustainability and climate finance in particular, as well as transition finance, and why it's so absolutely essential that we're able to drive capital into specific industries to ensure that they are resilient and future fit. Gave the example of the automobile industry, which has 100,000 direct jobs and 500,000 indirect jobs, who will not be able to export if they're unable to transition into electric vehicles in the next decade, which will cost about $15 billion.
So today, what we're looking to do is to discuss the importance of sustainability reporting, the importance of high quality data, the importance of robust, diligent processes in making sure that the data and the information which is provided to different stakeholders is both cost effective for the people preparing the information and decision useful for the people who will be using it.
So we've seen quite a lot of news lately of some of the climate change aspects that have been coming up. We've seen what has happened in Spain. We've seen what has actually happened in South Africa as well. We had snow in summer. So this is a very important conference for all the attendees with regards to what are the steps we need to take with regards to arresting the climate change that is currently happening. So with policy and legislation, it's very important for us as at a foundational level to ensure that we've got the right policies to drive us, but also it's important for us to have action.
We need to scale renewable energy in a way that enables energy security in our country. This means that we need to focus on finance, politics, and policy. If we can use those as key levers to drive change at scale, we will really find the impact that we're looking for.
We concluded that bold leadership is going to be necessary, and all of society approach is critical because this is not a challenge that any of us can tackle on our own, but there are huge opportunities on the upside to be gained for an economy like South Africa with abundant natural resources and a lot of the critical minerals, for example, that will be needed to power the transition. So on the basis of that opportunity, but also in the face of massive risk, because of the fact that we will be subject to climate change, which will be above the global warming average, we are a place that has to transition quickly, but also to protect our people at the same time, realize the opportunity for considerable economic growth.
The climate agenda is amongst the most crucial challenges of our time, and technology in particular, innovations around mitigation, innovations around battery energy and storage will play a crucial role in the future in our ability to address the climate question.
My key message would be to act now rather than take a wait-and-see approach. I think in acting, it's quite important to remember that your sustainability journey needs to be a cross-functional exercise. The sustainability team is involved, but equally so, the finance team plays such an important role in all of this. So pulling in operations, procurement, and sales is so important.
It's been an awesome day here at the SAICA Climate Conference. It's the second year that it's been held, and I think it's just a great initiative from SAICA to have everybody collaborate together. I think it's also very important to have these honest conversations with ourselves and getting people ready to start with the transition from carbon-intensive operations into a greener economy to help the environment, but also from a social perspective to ensure that there's a just transition from an energy perspective, but also to ensure that our economy grows and stays strong.
So the big question is, what do companies need to do in terms of telling their value creation story, in terms of providing the right decision-useful information to unlock capital flows required to enable industries transform and create the jobs that we need in country?
Lastly, I think it's wise for entities to be open-minded rather than take a rigid approach. Find a trusted business advisor as well to help you unlock the most value out of this process. Compliance is important, but also there's so much of potential and opportunity that can be untapped.
So SAICA, thank you very much for having this particular conference at this time, because we need to be those difference makers in terms of leading the conversation as it relates to climate change. Be the change for a greener and more sustainable future.